On Saturday evening, Donald Trump spoke at the Republican donor retreat, and he reminded everybody of why he's such a horrible leader and horrible politician when he really went after just about anybody he could in the Republican Party. He went after his own former Vice President, Mike Pence, said that he wished Pence had actually stood up and challenged the election results instead of presiding over that joint session where they certified the Electoral College results. But it was Mitch McConnell, the Senate Minority Leader, who received most of Donald Trump's wrath. In fact, at one point, Donald Trump actually referred to McConnell as both, quote, a stone-cold loser, which, as everybody remembers, is an insult that Donald Trump likes to throw out all the time, and then at another point, referred to McConnell as a dumb son of a bitch. Now, I can't verify or, deny that McConnell is dumb or smart or whatever. Who knows, right? I think he's got some tactfulness to him in the way that he pushes the Republican agenda. But in terms of being a stone-cold loser, I think Donald Trump needs to maybe look up the definition of loser. Because Mitch McConnell is many things, most of them pure evil, but loser, unfortunately, is not one of them. Look, I would love for Mitch McConnell to be a loser, but the guy has been serving in the same capacity since the 1980s, since I was 2 years old, right? He's won every single election that he's run in. That's not a loser, Donald. What would be a loser, by the way, is somebody running for president twice and never once winning the popular vote. Losing to somebody like Joe Biden by 7 million votes. Having 500,000 American citizens die on their watch because they refuse to take a pandemic seriously, that's a loser. And that's what you are. But all that aside, look, if he wants to go after Mitch McConnell, cool. Mitch McConnell sucks and he deserves it. It may not be true what Donald Trump is saying about him, but who cares? Mitch McConnell is a piece of crap and deserves to be treated as such. But here's the thing. The overall theme of this weekend was, what is the Republican Party going to be? Are the donors going to have enough influence moving forward? And Donald Trump's ridiculous, pathetic little speech there kind of showed that he still is running the show. Again, I don't know why. The guy really doesn't have any actual power. And of course, we had reports before this donor retreat that many wealthy donors wanted to go down there and sure kiss Trump's butt, but they also wanted to distance the party from Donald Trump. Let him know that, hey, we like you, but shut up. And the big takeaway from the entire weekend was Donald Trump goes on unhinged, chaotic tirade against fellow Republicans. Not exactly the message that the Republican Party wanted to send. But when you include Donald Trump in these things, when you bow down to him and agree to do part of your retreat at Mar-a-Lago, you're inviting him to come and steal the spotlight with a bunch of stupid talk that is only going to further fracture the Republican Party. And based on what we know, that is exactly what happened at that retreat.